Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame, and this is going to be the recap for season two's first official, in my opinion, episode of Ready to Love. A lot of y'all subscribe to me because of my commentary on one of the castmates from the first season of Ready to Love, and the person is Alex Blanks. He was going through a life or death situation, and he is alive and well. Some things have transpired. I don't know if y'all know, but him and Ashley, they are not an item anymore. Some things went down because of things his mama was saying and things that he himself was doing. So they aren't together anymore. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all can go ahead and find an interview or whatever the latest interview rather that Ashley did. Apparently, the only thing I know, because I have not taken it upon myself to look the video up for myself to see what's going on, but I can infer in my mind about what happened. But Alex went on social media and made a video, and I guess he said some things that kind of made it seem like things weren't what she painted it to be, or like maybe he was single still or whatever, even though she'd been there with him throughout his recovery and all that. But yeah, like I said, if you're interested in that, look up Alex Blanks to see what he said, and you can look up Ashley's information. I forgot what her last name was, but if you look up Alex Blanks and Ashley or whatever, I'm pretty sure her whole name will pop up, or you can just search for the latest video that she put up. Anyway, without further ado, I did not watch the first episode of this new season because I don't care about, the cast, whatever. No, I want to see the episode where they first start eliminating people. And to me, this second episode is the first episode, even though it's the second episode. Anyway, they had a nice bunch of people. Just about everybody looks pretty nice, look-wise. They, as far as features and all that stuff is concerned. I have a few observations. There's a guy there who looks like either a mix of Eddie Levert and Clifton Powell, or just Clifton Powell's son or something like that. He looks like a young version of one or both of them. There's a guy there who looks like Kenan Thompson's slightly older brother or something. Like, if you look at him, he looked like Kenan Thompson, and I was like, okay. There is a guy who is actually remnants of one of the three guys who were left at the end of last season, whose name is Mike. Y'all remember he was supposed to try to get with Shay. I don't remember if they are still trying anything or not, because the last thing I saw when an update happened, he allowed her to meet someone in his spiritual circle who was very important to him and all that. And like, he is of a completely different religion than she is. I don't know if they're still cool or deal with each other or whatever, but yeah, that guy reminds me so much of Mike that it is crazy. But yeah. And there's actually a girl there who, like, if you look really quick, she looks a lot like Ashley, except she has slightly smaller lips than Ashley. She has short hair too and all that stuff. But they both are pretty, so I mean, there's no shade or anything as far as that's concerned. Y'all, I'm gonna discuss a few of the people and how I thought it was gonna pan out versus what happened when two of the people were eliminated, which that's, how it's gonna go this time. I'm pretty sure they're gonna throw all kinds of curveballs in there, but this time there was one man and one woman that was eliminated at the end of the episode. Y'all, I actually know one of the people, and that is Tandy. She is a singer. She is gorgeous to me. Somebody tried to tell me the other day that, I ain't even gonna tell y'all the actual specifics, but to make a long story short, they told me that she ain't attractive like that. And I was like, why are you not looking? Are your eyes not open? When was the last time you had your eyes checked? But anyway, I know her because she's done stage plays. She actually sings. She sings well. Her body is amazing. Like, she's everything as far as I'm concerned. Um, but just in case you ain't know, especially if you ain't see this show that she was on at one point in time, that gave even more details about her. Yeah. So, do y'all know Tony Grant? Tony Grant is a guy who I first saw in some Tyler Perry plays. And yeah. Uh remember in the Tyler Perry play that eventually became a movie where it was it Why Did I Get Married? And the guy came in and he loved her for her and the other guy didn't want Sheila. That's him, Tony Grant, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not getting the movies mixed up. But he's done other TV shows and all that stuff, y'all. He plays on, just had the name of the TV show, because he's on that show too. I don't know if it's still going because I haven't seen it in like 2 or 3 seasons, or I know recently. Oh my gosh, what is the name of the show with Patrice Lovely in it? Oh my gosh, what's the name of that show? Anyway, of course it comes on, and it has Patrice Lovely in it, and the woman who was in Fat Girls as Monique's friend, co-worker, all that stuff. He plays her husband on there, a guy who she gets pregnant by and eventually becomes married to. I cannot believe I forgot the name of that show. Love Thy Neighbor. I'm sorry, y'all. My mind was drawing a huge blank. But yeah, he's on there playing her husband. Like, he does all kinds of little acting roles. But y'all, he has children with both Tondi and this other person who I know because I've seen her on the chicken circuit and in a lot of Tyler Perry plays and other people's plays and stuff like that too. Deatra Hicks. Yeah. She's a firecracker. And when I found out that they shared a baby daddy and it was who he is, I was shocked. Like, I was like, I would have never thought that he would be with her. I don't know. Deatra be doing the most. Like, I was just like, what? And he got at least one child by her. I don't remember if he had 2 by Tondi and 1 by Deatra or whatever, but yeah. He has like a daughter with Deatra by him, and is it a daughter with Tondi? Anyway, y'all, Tondi's on this show trying to find love, and she's everything. There's this woman on here who is a lawyer. Her body is everything. There are a few people on here who they say they're like 37, 39, but they next say that they every bit and grain of 63. And so I'm confused, and I'm like, how you 39 and your next 63? What is going on? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I can't do it. And then there's this one guy on here who I haven't seen him talk to anybody except for like one random person, right? And the most random person that he speaks to and he lives for, I'm just like, what? Like, if you haven't seen this show and you had to kind of envision who I'm talking about, she looks kind of like Kim Whitley with a slimmer face, but like an old neck. And I'm not trying to read like her neck. Y'all know what I'm talking about when people, women, mainly women, a lot of us women, now men have older necks and all that stuff. I'm just saying, I don't know what it is, what happens to a woman's neck when they get older. You can tell, even if they've done whatever to their face and everything else. If you can't tell by looking at nothing else, you can usually tell when you look at their neck. This woman is supposed to be a comedian, and this guy is infatuated with her. And I'm looking like, okay, she's supposed to be a comedian, but every time I see her, I'm like, girl, Anyway, y'all, there's just so many things going on. The guy who reminds me of Mike from the first season is on here. Y'all, I should have wrote everybody. You know what I'm gonna do? Hold on, I'm gonna go to the website and I'm gonna tell y'all who I'm talking about name by name, because I think they do post it on the website. Okay, y'all. So the guy who reminds me a lot of Mike, his name is London. Okay, so he's a 41-year-old that's a sales manager for the Mid South area who comes from a line of football players. His dad playing for the Baltimore Colts, for example. His preference is athletic women who wants kids. And I don't know who did this. I don't even think this is, I couldn't find it on the OWN network, so I'm giving this person clicks right now. You are welcome, whoever you are. But yeah, that's the guy who a lot of people are gravitating towards. Now, this guy, he ain't ugly or nothing, but he just wasn't nobody that I was like, oh, okay, I would see why the women would be drawn to him. Like, he ain't really get no play like that, in my opinion, but he lived for that one random woman. His name is Darren. Darren is a 35-year-old personal trainer and fitness club owner, formerly from Ohio. He is at the point in his life where he feels secure financially and professionally, so he is seeking a partner who wants him and doesn't need him. Now, I mean, he looks nice and all that stuff, and like I said, he is living for this random woman who is supposed to be a comedian, and I'm just like, okay. So, this guy, who I don't understand how he got on this show, he looked dusty to me, y'all. He's supposed to be a barber. That's what they put up on the TV show as they were playing it. And I was like, and other people were like, I ain't never seen no barber head look like that. And I was like, I'm trying to give him the benefit of that. I'm like, well, maybe he an older barber, and that's why. So he go by Chica or Chica, or his name Chimuka or something. I don't know. I might be butchering the man's name. I'm just saying. He looked dusty to me. I ain't understand what was going on. He needed something on his lips. He needed, like, look, y'all might be looking at me. My lips are actually moisturized. I don't know if you can see. But yeah, when I don't have none of my lipsticks and things on, my lips are moisturized. So let me put this on. Maybe y'all see some more glimmer or whatever. Because I don't want to read this man, then y'all try to say I ain't got no lip stuff on. But this right here got a little tint to it. So y'all really can see now pop. So yeah, I have lip stuff on my lips and my lips ain't about to bust. He looking dusty on the screen, y'all. Anyway, he don't look 40 something. He look older than this. His name, they say he's a 42-year-old barber who by trade now works from home and is seeking a woman who compliments. What is this I don't know. Anyway, I guess it was supposed to mean compliments him. He has thus far had 3 relationships, and the last one lasted 2, and one before that lasted 10 years. It isn't clear how long the first one lasted, but he notes a 2-year relationship failed due to him not speaking up. Y'all, the dude looked dusty to me. Like, I'm just like, what is, let me see if I can, my thing is doing the most, so I don't know if I can show it. He looked, like, I don't even want to try to show y'all. Y'all have to see the show as it's playing. He looked dusty to me, and he looked older than that, so I don't understand what's going on here. And his hairline, I mean, I don't know. That picture actually looks better than what every time we see him in the confessional and lingering and mingling all throughout the little gathering. Like, I'm just like, you supposed to be a barber and your lineup look like that. Your beard look like that. Like, it don't look like you're a barber at all. So it seems like he ain't working, and he one of these every now and again, I guess, like if somebody called me, I'll go line them up or cut their hair. So he living from, head to head. Okay, so some woman named Alexis. I think this is the woman that everybody live for. She's a 33-year-old who has worked in the software industry for 10 years, and her longest relationship was 6 years. She prides herself in being a no BS alpha woman who would like to find someone who being submissive around makes her comfortable. Now, I like her. If she's the woman who I think she is very pretty. I haven't paid attention much because I've been meaning to look at it, but I don't know if that's a wig she has on, if it's her hair, but it's like she has it like down the middle and like cut short and it's straight. It looks cute to me. Like her hair, the wig, whatever it is, it looks cute. Okay, so the next person is Divine. And she don't spell it like you would spell regular Divine. Devyne is how she spells her name. She is another favorite. She is like cool with the Dusty dude. And it's funny because while the episode was going on and people were mingling, they were talking to one another, and he lives for her, but she don't live for him, and I see why. But she was like, who would you pick for me? And you know, he pointed some people out, and I was just like, they live for her, but I don't think nobody really live for him like that. They live for like the stuff he talking. They might want some money from him, which he ain't got, but I don't know. Anyway, Divine is a 44-year-old director of sales who also sells real estate and doesn't really approach guys, which sucks for her. In Atlanta, she feels men are spoiled and expect women to take on that traditional role of being the pursuers. As for what she's looking for, muscles, abs, dimples, someone who is transparent and can laugh at themselves and also isn't looking to have kids. She's 44. Old boy is younger than her, and he looked like he old enough to be like her uncle, daddy, or whatever. He look old and dusty to me. I'm gonna get off of that one day, but I just don't understand. He don't look like he gonna make it much longer. I can't. So the next person is Kimber. Kimber, she seems like she's straggling the middle towards the end of the spectrum. But yeah, I like her. I think she's cute. Kimber is a 34-year-old woman who is a realtor looking to settle down. She has been done dirty in the past, but many of her exes will note she is the best they ever had as a girlfriend. But now she is ready to not be the best ex, but just someone's current and find something real. Also in time, have a few kids. I like Kimber. I gotta see, you know, where it's gonna go, because like just with Ashley's situations on the last season, I saw her personality shine through, but the dudes weren't feeling it. So I don't know if that's gonna be enough for this girl to get through. So this guy's name is Brent. He's not very memorable with this photo that they put up of him for whatever reason. I think I know who he is, but whatever. Brent is a 39-year-old entrepreneur. Oh yeah, he's the dude. I was like, what did he do? I hate when people say somebody's an entrepreneur, say that he dang it, I forgot if he actually said what he did that day. But anyway, he's a 39-year-old entrepreneur whose focus is opening up behavioral health agencies. I'm here for that. I'm here for that, sir. You know, I'm here for that. That are marketed towards assisting at-risk youth. I'm here for that, because that's what I had to do when I was a social worker. I had to visit at-risk youth all the time, at least once a month. Every single child on my caseload is a lot, but it's something that's needed. So, you know, I will put some respect on your name just for that. His signature is his gray hair, which he acquired at 13, and he considers himself an aggressive dater. It's just as a boyfriend. It seems he hasn't often made himself available. Okay. I don't think this is the same. Is this the same guy? See, he got his head tilted back. So I'm guessing that this is the guy who everybody sees him and they like, ooh, because like when you see the beard is black, but then when you see his head, it's like full on gray, and he actually looks nice in the face. I think this is the same guy. I think. But like I said, for some reason, he got these blacked out shades on this picture that this person put up. All right. So the next person is Tondi, and I already told y'all about her. They picked the raggedest picture that they could find of her. Tondi is amazing looking. I don't know what they did. Anyway, Tondi is 42-year-old singer, originally from Detroit, Michigan. She put it out there that she is like Miss Parker from the Parkers of her neighborhood. She also makes it known she likes tall men. Y'all know I have a history of people typing sentences in a way that's not the way it's supposed to be said. So that's what I'm doing at this moment. And at the end of everything, I will give this person credit, but at the same time, I'm saying that there are moments where I'm trying to read the sentence, but the way that they're wording it, they're missing words, or it's not the right word, or whatever. Anyway, she also makes it known she likes tall men who are slinging and isn't afraid to compete to get her someone who fits her preference. Okay. But yeah, I told y'all before, she's a singer, she's done plays, and yeah, she's everything. I think she's gorgeous. I don't know who picked this picture, but that was a terrible picture of her. Tondi is gorgeous, in my opinion. The next person is Jimmy. Jimmy, is it Jimmy John? Is it Jimmy John? I think that is the guy, Jimmy John. He's not ugly. He's not ugly. He just, I don't know. Sometimes he looks so weird, but so the facial expressions that he makes. So I just be like, okay. Anyway, he's one of the favorites too. He is an amazing. He has a nice smile. So Jimmy is from Decatur, Georgia. The soon-to-be 40-year-old real estate agent says he dates frequently and notes he is needy. Ooh, Lord. Also, that he is divorced after being married for 3 years. That ain't that long, sir. Goodness gracious. How long were you with the woman before y'all got divorced? What's going on here? Anyway, needy. Okay, so there's this woman named Nina. This is the woman who, she kind of reminds me of Ashley. Yeah, Nina. Nina is 33 years old. She's a massage therapist who has never been married and notes that she spent her 20s dealing with her emotional baggage. However, now she is ready to date, find a man to have kids with, and also someone who her 7-year-old son can see join their family. So yeah, she's somebody who has one child. Somebody has two. I guess that person will come up sooner than later. All right, the next person is Mario, and that's the guy who, to me, he looks like Gerald Levert's son, or not Gerald Levert, Eddie Levert's son, or Clifton Powell's son, or a mix of the both of them. Somehow, a little bit of both of them splashed in there, but a younger version. Let me see if this picture, if y'all can see him in this picture. I don't know if y'all can see, but yeah. His name is Mario, and he is a tax accountant from Jackson, Mississippi. Okay, all right, Jackson, Mississippi. Who has his own firm now. Oh, that's amazing. He is an adrenaline junkie with 3 daughters at 25, 18, and 6. Wait a minute, sir, you started early. You don't look, how old is he? Oh, okay, he 41. Okay, I was about to say, sir, he 41 years old. Because they put that on there late, because I think they wanted to get us with the okie doke. Like, wait, 25. But yeah, he looked decent for his age. I'm like, okay. Also, in his 41 years of life, he was married for 6 of them to an alpha female, the type of woman he does not like. We're going to get into that pretty soon, I'm sure. Oh, Lord, I went backwards on accident. No. Okay. So, let me go forward. Go past Mario. The next person up is Reva. Reva was not very memorable to me. I remember what she looks like, but I'm saying as far as like, oh, what does she do? Whatever. I don't remember none of this. It says she's a daughter of pastors. The Gary, Indiana native is an IT professional who has 3 kids. A veteran. Oh yeah, she was the one who said that she was in the military. I remember at the beginning of the episode, they were trying to talk to her. They thought she looked good or whatever. And, you know, she was like, yeah, y'all should have led with thank you for your services or whatever. Because I think, I forgot the man name already. The guy who I told y'all, he ain't ugly, but he just has a nice smile. I forgot his name. He was the first one to be like, thank you for your services. He seems like he's really a gentleman or whatever. But yeah. What I said, Reva. She used to be in the military. She's a veteran. She's divorced after being with someone for 11 years and got pregnant from her first sexual experience. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, Lord. They haven't delved into that on the show yet. At least I don't remember hearing that about that. Only thing I remember was that she's a veteran. But we're going to see if she's going to be able to stand up to the challenge. This guy is another guy who I don't understand how he made it through. He is somebody who did not get eliminated yet. He looks... To me, he looked about 60-something. 50-something, 60-something. His name is Carrie. He is 50-something. He's from Pontiac, Michigan. Y'all, my ex is from Pontiac, Michigan. I cannot. Anyway, that's probably why I ain't here for him on off rip anyway. And he, you know, looks very much older than everybody else. The Pontiac, Michigan 51-year-old Carrie works in pharmaceutical sales for a diabetes company and has multiple failed marriages. Yeah, he did say so. I was like, sir, you need to stop. You don't need to do that no more. So anyway, in fact, he has been single for around 6 years. However, one of the reasons he could be, see what I'm talking about? This literally says, however, one of the reasons could be, okay. Him being a single father who put major time and effort into his son's rearing, especially since Carrie grew up without a father. Well, I'm glad he is a active father. I hate that so many people, more situations than not, don't have active fathers. I really hate that. Like, that's why I talk about it a lot. And I know people get tired of it, but I have an amazing daddy, and I'm glad mine was in my life and still is. All right, I think this person's name is Leisha or Aisha. The 37-year-old Leisha, Aisha, whatever you say, I guess it's Leisha, is a pediatric nurse who loves kids and left her former marriage after it became abusive. That's messed up. The situation was so dire that she took her kids to live in a shelter with her for 3 months. Because of this, she has a passion for volunteering, especially for the homeless, and seeks someone who likes to give back. See, I get that. I understand that. I understand her plight. All right. We're almost done, y'all. Almost done. The next person is Terrell. Terrell, a college veteran advisor and pastor's children, Terrell from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, considers himself the bad boy who didn't get caught. At least until he lost his virginity at 18 to a 26-year-old woman who exposed him to his mama. Y'all, I'm sorry. Okay. See, this is a catfish. I think this is a catfish picture. Is this a catfish picture? I feel like it is. Is this the same man? I think this is the same man. Okay, wait a minute. Let me remember this man's name. I think this is him. God, I'm gonna tell y'all in a few minutes what I'm talking about. Okay. Anyway, moving right along. Christina is the next person. Whew. Christina, 33-year-old lawyer focusing on various fields. Christina considers herself aggressive, ambitious, and someone who likes to party and travel. She also is a protector and likes a man who can lead when called upon. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with my throat, y'all. I'm just... The next person is Angie. I think Angie is the person who they keep doing close-ups on, and the way she has her hairstyle on the show right now, I think, because it's three women that have their hair like really short. I think she's the one. She does this little thing that Toni Braxton used to do back in the day a whole lot. And every now and again when she looks a certain way, she looks like really young Toni Braxton. I'd be here for it. But anyway, Angie, an author / publisher from St. Louis, Missouri, 37 years old, is looking for a handful of things from a man: money, good sex, and someone who will treat her well. Also, they need to have something edgy to them, but a subtle, calm edginess. I feel you. I get that. I understand that. All right. The next person is Michael. I feel like I've seen Michael somewhere, but from the very, very few times that they've let him speak, I don't know much of anything about him. And yeah, I thought they would have kicked him off, but I guess somebody thought he was a step above the person they kicked off. 40-year-old truck driver Michael is from Beaufort, Georgia, and considers himself a people person. He is seeking out a woman who is put together. I can't tell he a people person the way he interacted with the people on here. Not really. It seems like other people have to lead the conversation first for him to jump in. Okay, yeah, I was wrong. Oh, Lord. Okay, so the other dude was fine, y'all. It's okay. So, John. Oh, Lord. The person who put the picture up of him, maybe this man is not on social media anywhere, but they literally screenshot a picture of him on the actual show and put it up. Digital COO of World Star Hit Radio and their marketing agency counterpart, John, he is from Jefferson County, Georgia, and considers himself a dresser. Y'all, he had a tuxedo on. He was doing the most. Everybody else had on like the women had on like short dresses for the most part, and some of the guys had their arms, well, they might have had on like a light type of suit, but he had like part velvet and y'all, he did more. Anyway, I'm sorry. One one that could get Puff Daddy and Steve Harvey a run for their money. Also, he notes he is a very spiritual and he is very spiritual and has taken a vow of celibacy until marriage, perhaps due to dealing with materialistic ex and wanting a woman who is down for him and not collecting a child support check. The last part we added in, he did not say that. I was about to say, it wouldn't surprise me because the way he be talking on there sometimes, I was like, sir, what in the world? Ashima. Okay. Ashima is the one who I was talking about earlier who old boy has some kind of affinity with. I don't understand. Now, this picture is not really giving y'all what we see on the TV screen. Comedian from Mobile, Alabama. Okay, she's from Alabama, and a lot of people I know from Mobile. Okay, do what you do, girl, but no. Her neck, y'all look at her neck. Look at her neck. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. A comedian from Mobile, Alabama, who has your usual dose of vulgar comedy. She is looking for a guy who will take her seriously and look beyond how funny she is and how easily they can get comfortable around her. For it appears, at the age of 39, she is too often friend-zoned, and after 4 to 5 years of lacking a serious relationship, she is looking for a change. Well, it seems like she was like throwing jokes all around the room, all outside, while mingling with everybody. So I don't know, maybe that's why nobody never take her seriously, because she ain't doing what she's supposed to do. Anyway, that's the cast. And the people who got eliminated this time was the dude John that I told y'all was talking about celibacy. This is what tripped me out. They eliminated him, right? But before the elimination even happened, he overheard somebody talking about sex. And he was like, I hear somebody talking about sex. And he came over to the table and he was real interested, had his drink in his hand, like he was ready to take notes. And he was doing the most. And I was just like, he one of them people that when he walk up, he make me want to walk off. I don't like people like him because they be doing too much. And the last person who got booted was the woman who is the lawyer. She's very, very, very aggressive. And it's like, girl, you already know that you're aggressive and that has been your issue in the past, but you want to sit up here and continue to be aggressive. Like everybody was like, oh, almost every single guy that they did the confessional for, they were like, yeah, she too aggressive. I can't handle that. Like, I mean, she cool or whatever. She look good. Her body is everything, but she too aggressive. And then the same thing that she's mentioned is that a lot of men are intimidated by her or they feel a certain way because she's a lawyer in general. And I'm like, well, that's to be expected. And you in Atlanta, Georgia, you know how the legal system is anyway in general. And then you in Georgia, Georgia be doing the most. Anyway, y'all, that's all that really happened. Like, people were mingling and everybody lived. For the guy who I told y'all is a whole lot like Mike from last season, and everybody lived for the other woman. What's her name? Asia, or I'm probably saying her name wrong, but I'm gonna get it right. Alicia, Alicia maybe. But anyway, it was an interesting episode. Hopefully, if y'all get a chance, y'all can go ahead and watch that. I watched it live somehow yesterday. And I got my life. So what I'm going to do is continue to catch up on American Horror Story because I literally had not seen any episodes until today. I'm on the 2nd episode. Anyway, y'all, hopefully y'all enjoyed all the little reviews that I put up today. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend, and I'll see y'all later for something else.